It's time now for high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
On the 2-seed Carrollton Warriors, a record of 19-5. They won 2 straight, all for the right to move on to next Tuesday's regional semifinals. Stay tuned. I'll be speaking with West Olmsted baseball coach Wyatt Miller on the pregame show on WKLM.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Grill, chill, and save big all this week at Rody's IGA. Get bone-in pork loin rib chops for $2.78 a pound. 10-pound chub, 73% lean fresh ground beef for $3.48 a pound. And Gerber's boneless skinless chicken thighs for $3.19 a pound. They also have USDA choice boneless chuck steak for $6.18 a pound. Beef boneless ribeye steak for $13.98 a pound. Boned-in pork sirloin roast for $1.89 a pound. Gwaltney sliced bacon for $3.98. And 16 to 20 count Southern Seas Easy Peel raw shrimp for $6.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for a crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomeranian Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomeranian brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomeranian provider nearby. Visit PomeranianHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomeranian Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
And I'm joined by West Holmes Knights head baseball coach Wyatt Miller, coming off a dramatic walk-off win, 8-7 in the district semifinal matchup at home over Minerva. Back and forth game, Wyatt, and really dramatics at the end. What was your feeling going into that last inning?
Yeah, I mean, with the team that we have, I think we always have a chance, and that was kind of our frame of mind. You know, we came in after that top of the seventh inning, and we kind of looked at each other and say, hey, we want to win this game, right? And everybody kind of agreed and got on the same page, and we went out there and did what we had to do to come home with the win. I know we were just kind of joking about it, but I like to say that's exactly how we had it planned out, but not so much, you know. But obviously the win is all that matters in the end. We come home with the win, we advance, and still on track for the plan that we put ahead.
So you mentioned that after they scored 5 runs in that fifth inning, it would have been really easy for guys to kind of get down to themselves after something like that. But the fact that they kept that focus and they're still believed certainly has to say a lot about the character of that team.
Yeah, I mean, it says exactly what our team is. You know, all year it's just been a roller coaster. You know, it just seems like everything has always been against us, and we keep getting hit with these curveballs from left field, right field, every which way. But this team has stuck together and kind of used that adversity to a positive note of, hey, we're still here, we're still playing, we're still winning games somehow, you know, so let's just keep right on doing it, you know, and it kind of gives them that no-lose attitude of, you know, okay, who cares? You know, we'll move on, we'll keep rolling, and we'll keep winning. So I was really proud of them after that. You know, it's tough, especially when you put up 5 and then that team comes right back in and matches that 5. It's really tough to stay in the game, but these guys did a good job of it on Wednesday night.
You mentioned that last inning. You have multiple guys on base, and Manny Camacho's coming to the plate. You feel pretty good about that situation, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Nate led off that inning with that walk, and we've kind of had a joke all year. We call it 9-1-2 because that 9-1-2 has kind of been the spark plug to it, and Nate's been kind of that second leadoff for us. You know, in those situations, he does a great job, and he really works counts, you know, and he has quite a few walks this year because of that. He works counts, keeps us in the game, and we were really happy that he started that inning off, and then everybody else just kind of followed suit after that. And if you can go into the game, you know, down a run or 2 or even 3, you know, and you have Manny Camacho at the plate with bases loaded, you feel pretty good about yourself.
It feels kind of appropriate when you really think about it. Carrollton themselves, a walk-off win in their game to get their tournament win. And, of course, you had a walk-off win against Carrollton earlier this year in that victory 11-10 back on your place. What do you remember of that matchup and that win over Carrollton earlier this year back in April?
Yeah, that was a big win for us. You know, we went into that game knowing that we were probably going to see Carrollton at some point. We knew we were going to have to go through them to get where we want to go. So that was a big win back then. But the craziest thing is how different of a team we have now, you know, compared to that day. I remember that Good Friday when we played them, you know, we won 11-10, but we had 7 errors, you know, defensively. And as far as our lineup looks completely different. Our defensive alignment looks completely different. So we're a different team, and I believe Carrollton's probably a different team too. You know, obviously playing the amount of games that we do in a year's time, you learn a lot about your team and you become a better team. So I'm really looking forward to the matchup tonight. You know, obviously having Manny on the mound helps a ton. You know, they did get to see Manny a little bit, but it was just to come in and close the game. They never got to see him start a game. That's kind of our advantage, and that's why we set it up the way we did. And like I said, we're a completely different team, and I feel really good going into this game against Carrollton.
You feel really good. Obviously, when you have Manny on the mound like that, the guys have to feel good, right? That's sort of a big part of it, going in there, that confidence that, hey, we can get a win in a game like this. And certainly you have to have that, knowing you have Manny Camacho on the mound, and certainly with this offense, certainly is capable of doing as well.
It's kind of like a different air that we breathe when Manny's on the mound. It really is. You know, the guys are just, you know, up from the get-go. They're up the whole entire game because they know Manny is going to keep us in the game. You know, they know he's going to go out, do everything he can to help them, and then they want to kind of back him up as well. You know, it's kind of just like that. Like I said, it's different air, different attitude. We're a different team when he's on the mound. We really are.
And why, just to be in this opportunity, this situation, chance for your first district championship since 2013. So it has to be exciting having the opportunity to be in this moment.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And I think that's one thing that we've really talked with the team about the last 2 days and really all year. You know, this has been our goal. You know, this has kind of been the hump in our program the last few years, is just getting past this game and getting past that district championship game. My first year in 22, you know, we had a great team. We took them all the way to this game, and we had a tough loss 2-1. These seniors remember that game. You know, some of them were along for the ride for that tournament run in 22. So getting back to this game and having the opportunity to win it for the first time since 2013 is a huge opportunity. And, you know, these seniors, juniors, sophomores, everybody that's a part of this tournament team deserves it. They really do. They've put the work in since, you know, November, December, showing up for those workouts and just, battling all year. They deserve this game. They know that. But what they have to realize, we still have to go out and earn it. Just because we deserve it doesn't mean, we still have to earn it.
Should be a lot of fun. Wyatt, thanks for your time and good luck.
Appreciate it, Matt.
That's the voice of West Lowndes Knights head baseball coach, Wyatt Miller.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
Buckeye Career Center is now accepting full-time adult education applications for next school year. We offer 10 full-time adult programs including cosmetology, aesthetics, dental assisting, HVACR, heavy equipment CDLA operator, law enforcement training academy, medical assisting, medical office support, utility line worker, and welding technology, with nearly all courses completed in only 9 months. Grants and financial aid are available for those who qualify. Don't wait. Take control of your future today. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available at all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Hi, this is Croy with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
District semifinals went down 9-1 to the top seed St. Clairsville last season in Division II, and also Carrollton in D2 last year as well. Carrollton, the 6th seed, they fell in the district semifinals as they went down to the 4th seed Indian Creek by the score of 5-4, and a one-run loss for them from a season ago. As far as this season is concerned, of course, West Holmes comes in with a record of 14-10. They won 3 straight. Carrollton, a record of 19-5. They won 2 games in a row, so terrific season for this Carrollton group. Of course, we covered the regular season match between Highland from West Holmes and Carrollton back on April 19th, and that game was a wild one. It went back and forth all game long. West Holmes ended up winning the game in walk-off fashion, 11-10 over Carrollton in that regular season affair. But as Wyatt Miller talked about, both teams very different from that game from earlier during the regular season. As far as the tournament is concerned for this season's tournament trail here in this bracket, for West Holmes, of course, the number 4 seed, West Holmes defeated the number 3 seed Indian Valley at Indian Valley in their first sectional tournament game, the sectional finals, 6-1. Behind the arm of Manny Camacho, and of course also the bat of Camacho, and he hit that home run in the game as well. And for Carrollton on the other end, they got a bye in the first round. The 2 seed, they were down the 10 seed Cambridge 8-7 in their tournament game. And then West Holmes went on to defeat Minerva earlier this week 8-7 in their district semifinal. And now the 4 seed West Holmes against the 2 seed Carrollton today in the district championship game at Strasburg Franklin Park, and for the right to move on to the regional semifinals. West Holmes going for the first district title since 2013. Of course, West Holmes that year won 11-1 over Cambridge in 5 innings, then fell to Waverly 3-2 in the regional semifinals. West Holmes fell back in 2022 in the district championship game. The first year Wyatt Miller was the coach, to New Philadelphia that year, 2-1 over at Sandy Valley. And for Carrollton on the other end, they're going for their first district title since 1994. Again, 31 years ago since they won the district championship. They defeated, of course, that year they won and fell to Lakewood in the regional semifinals, who ended up winning the district the state title that year. The regional semifinal game will be versus either the top seed Indian Creek or the 8 seed Claymont from this district. It'll be next Tuesday, June 3rd, 5 o'clock over at Harrison Central. Stay tuned. We'll have more to come on the pregame show after this on WKLM.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Save $500 on a matching GE full-sized washer and dryer set, now just $5.99 each. Save $1,100 on a 27 cubic foot stainless steel GE French door refrigerator, now just $14.99. With summer grilling season here, get free assembly on all Weber grills and Blackstone griddles. We offer free in-carton drop-off on all appliances, or have our dedicated delivery team professionally install your appliance purchase. Qualified customers get 0% financing through May of 2026. So visit us today or shop 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Today's starting line is brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Heard of the utility company that sends you money? They do. Cooperatives are member-owned and receive your power from them. You receive capital patronage. Last year, over $1.5 million was returned to their members. That's the cooperative difference. Starting today for the Carrollton Warriors, and leading things off will be junior pitcher Isaac Husted. Batting second is a senior center fielder Garrett Broadwater. In the third slot, that's junior third baseman Jacob Whitmore. Batting cleanup for Carrollton, that is senior catcher Landon James. Batting fifth is the junior second baseman Cooper Hahn. In the sixth slot, that's junior first baseman Hunter Allison. While batting seventh is sophomore shortstop Braden Swearingen. Batting eighth, that's junior right fielder Nevin Woods. And batting ninth is the junior DH Javen Johnson. He'll be DHing for the starting left fielder. That's junior Brandon Marshall. Carrollton, the 2 seed, a record of 19-5. They're coached by Cameron Clapper. And for the home team, the West Holmes Knights will be leading things off for them. Junior shortstop Brock Gallion. And batting second is senior center fielder Logan Zollers. Batting third, senior third baseman Morgan Smith. In a cleanup spot, junior pitcher Manny Camacho. Batting fifth is senior catcher Jefferson Yoder. In the sixth slot, junior first baseman Cooper Booth. And batting seventh is sophomore second baseman Chris Williams. In the eighth slot, junior left fielder Colston Tenney. And batting ninth is sophomore right fielder Nate Spring. West Holmes, the first 4 seed. Their record is 14-10. They won 3 straight, and they're coached by Wyatt Miller. And the starting line is brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Receive your power from them. Then you'll receive Ohio Cooperative Living magazine once a month. Packed full of information, this is their way of staying in touch with their member owners who receive their service. Also, don't forget to follow them on Facebook for energy efficiency tips, outage communications, and the latest activities and initiatives of your local cooperative. Stay tuned, we'll have the national anthem coming up next on WKLM.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
Streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of our partnership with Claxon Communications. Casey Claxon producing today's live stream coverage, and Owen Garabrant is working the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for this afternoon's contest. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Michael Hammond is back in the studio as well. Reminder, tomorrow we'll have regional championship softball coming away, and it'll be Garraway against Portsmouth West. It will be live streaming that game as well on YouTube and also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Airtime 4:30. Game time will be at 5 o'clock for that contest. Matt Croy alongside Bill Pym for this afternoon's game as West Holmes takes on Carrollton. And, of course, it was quite a matchup when we saw these two teams square off back at West Holmes back in April.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? It was on a Good Friday. As a matter of fact, 11-10, is that the final?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we were there. Wild affair. West Holmes couldn't catch the ball, had 7 errors, but you'd like to think you won't do that today.
Certainly, as Wyatt Miller talked about, both teams very different. Certainly, West Holmes is a different group than what we were back then, and we certainly have hit the kind of stride at the right time of year is what you want to see here to get to this district final contest. We'll take a break, come back with the national anthem next on WKLM.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Grill, chill, and save big all this week at Rody's IGA. Get bone-in pork loin rib chops for $2.78 a pound. 10-pound chub, 73% lean fresh ground beef for $3.48 a pound. And Gerber's boneless skinless chicken thighs for $3.19 a pound. They also have USDA choice boneless chuck steak for $6.18 a pound. Beef boneless ribeye steak for $13.98 a pound. Boned-in pork sirloin roast for $1.89 a pound. Gwaltney sliced bacon for $3.98. And 16 to 20 count Southern Seas Easy Peel raw shrimp for $6.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for a crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Just about ready to go here for Division IV District Championship Baseball from Strasburg, Franklin Park. The 4-seed West Holmes taking on the 2-seed Carrollton Warriors. Matt Croy alongside with you, alongside Bill Pim for this afternoon's broadcast. Winner again moves on to the regional semifinals. That'll be next Tuesday, and it'll be June 3rd at 5 o'clock over at Harrison Central against either top seed Indian Creek or 8-seed Claymont from this district. Today's first pitch is coming to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia Siding, decorative siding, windows and doors, Provia manufactured stone and accessories on County Road 624 Millersburg or on the web, mrvsiding.com. Give them a call, 800-524-7436. West Holmes with their red jerseys in blue numerals, white pants, and red stripes. Carrollton sporting for them their gray jerseys and gray pants, and also have their gray numerals and also white trim as well. Leading thick, no homers in 4, runs batted in. Just about ready to get things underway here. Windy day, but partly cloudy skies. Otherwise, it's dry, and we like that, Will. Dry conditions, and we'll take that for baseball. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer towards short, going to be a diving stop by Spurgeon. Throws the first, going to be not in time. He'll be down. No, they're going to call him out. Wow. I thought he was there. Close play, but umpire was right there, made the call. And that was a heck of a play by shortstop Braden Swearingen. You figure with Galleon's speed, he's beating out that throw.
Yeah, I thought he would too. A little different feel here today from some of the games we've done this year. First of all, it's a 3-umpire game, so that means it's a little bit bigger. You got a couple radio stations here, fans all the way around here. I'm excited. I don't know about you, Matt, but boy, this is what it's all about.
This is fun stuff. That's high for a ball to Logan Zollers. Here's the second offering. Swung on and foul to the backstop. Big cut by Zollers, who bats for the right side of the plate, wearing number 4, the senior center fielder. Batting .243, no homers, 11 runs batted in. But you mentioned this is what you play for in big tournament games like this.
You win this year in the Sweet 16, as they say.
Curveball going to be called strike 2. It's a 1-2 count to Zollers. He's followed by Morgan Smith, Manny Camacho, Jefferson Yoder, Cooper Booth, Chris Williams, Colston Tenney, and Nate Spring. And the 1-2 pitch. High fastball. And it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes for Carrollton. At first is Hunter Allison, the second baseman Cooper Hahn. At short is Braden Swearingen. At third is Jacob Whitmore. In left, that's Brandon Marshall, the center fielder, Garrett Broadwater. The pitch. It's want to be a bouncer. Here the bounce, scooped up by Husted, the pitcher. Underhand throw to first is in time for the second out. Right fielder Nevin Woods catching Landon James. As I mentioned, pitching is junior right-hander Isaac Husted. 4-2 record through 41 2/3 innings pitched on the season, allowing 21 runs, 14 earned, 38 hits. He struck out 41 while walking 13. He's hit 2 batters and a 2.35 ERA. The pitch. Fastball going to be, it's grazed him apparently. How about that? So Smith going to take his base. Just enough to get there. Smith came in batting .210 with 10 RBIs, but again gets hit by a pitch, and now West Holmes has their first base runner. And they'll do it with Manny Camacho.
He made no effort to get out of the way, but you don't have to get out of the way. You know, it just barely got him.
So smart decision by him. Camacho bats from the left side, wearing number 20. The junior pitcher batting .390. 1 homer, 24 RBIs. Of course, he was the hero at the plate in that last tournament game. The pitch will be a smash to center field, a base hit. Smith, the second base, he'll hold on the line drive single by Manny Camacho. And wasted no time.
Boy, that makes that play that shortstop made on the first batter of the game that much bigger.
It was huge.
Wow.
Here's Jefferson Yoder. Yoder will stand in from the right side, wearing number 5, the senior catcher, batting .188 and has 10 runs batted in. 2 runners aboard, 2 down. Top of the first inning from Strasburg Franklin Park.
Well, the Knights aren't scared of this team. I can tell you that for sure. They feel confident. You know, as we said last game, Coach Miller went on that bracket to face Indian Valley right off the get-go, knowing that this is what they're going to have, a team they've already beaten.
The pitch will on be a high fly ball down the left field line. It's actually popped up near short, rather, I should say. Now picking the ball up going to be Swearingen, and that's out number 3. So for West Holmes, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left. And through a half inning, newest score. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
Bottom half of the first inning, newest scorer from Strasburg at the plate for Carrollton will be Isaac Husted to lead things off. He's followed by Garrett Broadwater, Jacob Whitmore, Landon James, Cooper Hahn, Hunter Allison, Braden Swearingen, Nevin Woods, and Javen Johnson rounds out the Warriors lineup. For West Holmes at first, Cooper Booth. The second baseman, Chris Williams. At short is Brock Gallion. At third base, that's Morgan Smith. In left, Colston Tenney. The center fielder, Logan Zollers. In right is Nate Sprang. Catching Jefferson Yoder, and on the mound and pitching the tall left-hander Manny Camacho, the junior. A 7-1 record on the mound this season. Isaac Husted bats from the right side, wearing number 21, the junior pitcher, batting .351. The pitch, fastball in there for a strike, and Husted has 17 RBIs to go along with that .351 batting average. Bottom of the first, no score. Camacho, the wind and the pitch. Curveball and a nice one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and that curveball pretty lethal when he come out throw that after the fastball.
I was watching the fathers and the fans of Carrollton when Manny was warming up, and you could see the heads turning, talking to each other.
And that's why fastball blew it by him on the swing. Strike 3, and there's now 1 away.
You know, his reputation precedes him, and boy, they're all buzzing over there right now. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as advertised.
The Kent State commit. Here's Garrett Broadwater for the Warriors. Bats from the left side wearing number 9, the senior center fielder. Batting .307, has 2 homers and 16 RBIs. Fastball pumped in there for a strike, and Manny looks dialed in.
If he's on today, they should be in pretty good shape.
No doubt.
And he looks on right now.
He does. Here's the wind in the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. Lefty against lefty matchup. For Camacho, I mentioned the 7-1 record, 52 and a 2/3 innings pitched on the season, allowing just 12 runs on the year, 7 earned. Here's the pitch. Fastball pumped in there for called strike 3, and back-to-back Ks, and that's on 6 pitches so far. And we know what that means. Here's Jacob Whitmore, bats for the right side wearing number 7, the junior third baseman, batting .370, 1 homer, 21 RBIs. Camacho has struck out, get this, 103 batters entering this game today. Make it 105 now, the pitch. Outside for ball, that's the first ball he's thrown to the inning.
And I think the school record was about 80, so he's pretty much shattered that.
Yeah. There's 26 walks, 23 hits allowed, hitting 5 batters. Here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt, swing and miss for strike 1, a .93 ERA.
Didn't you say one game those are, what, absurd numbers strikeout-wise?
I did. And I'll hold to that.
They still are.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss with a fastball. Make it strike 2, 1-2 the count to Whitmore.
I think he's throwing harder than I've seen him throw all year right now.
Yeah.
Of course, we're closer to the action, but holy cow, this ball's coming in there pretty fast.
He's juiced up.
At least high 80s.
Here's the pitch. It'd be called strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll do it. 1 ball thrown to the inning, and that was it. As Camacho strikes out the side in inning number 1. through 1. We are scoreless. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
Buckeye Career Center is now accepting full-time adult education applications for next school year. We offer 10 full-time adult programs including cosmetology, aesthetics, dental assisting, HVACR, heavy equipment CDLA operator, law enforcement training academy, medical assisting, medical office support, utility line worker, and welding technology, with nearly all courses completed in only 9 months. Grants and financial aid are available for those who qualify. Don't wait. Take control of your future today. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
To the plate for the Knights, it's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 batters. Cooper Booth is followed by Chris Williams and then Colston Tenney. Booth bats for the left side, wearing number 3, the junior first baseman. Batting 183, has 11 runs batted in. New score, top of the second. Winner moves on to the regional semifinals next Tuesday against either Indian Creek or Claymont. That'll be 5 o'clock over at Harrison Central for that matchup. Husted toes the rubber, rocks and fires the pitch. Curveball, that's in there for a strike, and now an 0-1 count to Cooper Booth. Matt Croy alongside Bill Pym for the broadcast for this afternoon. Here's the 0-1. Swung up, he popped up toward third, and now carries toward shallow left, going back and making the grab. No, not able to find it. The third baseman was Jacob Whitmore. He was camped underneath, but he kind of lost it, and it looked like in the sun of the last second maybe, and it falls in there. Wow. And that's a break for West Holmes.
Big break for sure. You're scoring that at what? Error?
I think you got to go in aired. Yep. So E5 on the play, and again, West Holmes will get that break. Leadoff batters aboard. Here's Chris Williams. Bats from the right side, wearing number 8, the sophomore second baseman. Batting has 2 for 22 at the plate this spring. 2 RBIs. It's a bunt down the first baseline. It's a good one. Picked up and
missed him.
Tried to tag it. He dropped the ball, and everybody's going to be safe. So a bunt single for Williams, and now 2 runners aboard for West Holmes.
He tried to get that glove, his glove, but didn't pick it up and went to tag him. We all thought he was going to be out, but the ball was still laying in the grass.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Just like that, the Knights have something brewing. Here's Colston Tenney. Bats from the left side, wearing number 10, the junior left fielder. 3 for 37 at the plate this spring, has 2 RBIs. Shows bunt. He'll bunt it back to the mound. It'll be gloved. The third base going to be in time. They'll get the force out, so unable to get the sacrifice successful. He did get the bunt down, but that allowed pitcher Isaac Husted to make that play and force out the lead runner. So runner still first and second now with 1 out.
Bunting it right back to the pitcher. Really made it easy for the pitcher to get that out at third.
Here's Nate Sprang. The pitch. Curveball down low for a ball, 1-0 count. Sprang bats for the left side, wearing number 7, the sophomore right fielder, batting 143, has 7 runs batted in. Obviously, these are the situations you want to take advantage of if you're West Holmes. The pitch. Check swing, a high fastball. He went too far, though. That's going to be strike 1.
You think about this, West Holmes in the district finals, and their 5 through 9 hitters are all hitting under 200.
Wow.
I don't know I've ever heard of that before.
Right.
So when you get these guys on base, you know the guys at the top got to carry them.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, we've been talking about that. That continues to be the situation.
Yeah. Well, this inning was playing out perfect for West Holmes.
2 runners aboard and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swanby fouled back, and why Miller's talking about that, he said they always talk about 9, 1, and 2, making Nate Spring very important at that 9 spot because that allows, as you talked about, that top of the order to get on base and make something happen.
Yeah, he does look at a lot of pitches, gets a lot of walks because of it, but when they're throwing strikes, you got to swing the bat. But I know the guy on deck can get a hit for sure.
Husted from the stretch, and the pitch. Sails way high, and Spring laid off at ball 2.
You know, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but the way Manny's throwing, 1 run could win this game.
Sure.
So every inning, every runner, every pitch is important.
The pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Yeah, he went too far. Strike 3. We're close enough to see that, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Down to the top of the order, Brock Gallion, who grounded out to short back in the first inning. 2 on and 2 out for West Holmes in a scoreless game, top of the second. Husted trying to work his way out of this jam. And the pitch. Curveball. Swanby popped up toward third, and the shortstop and third baseman collided, and I believe the shortstop caught it somehow, and Raven Sweargen for out number 3. So the Knights do fail to score in this second inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left. Through 1.5, we are scoreless. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Nothing the score. First pitch to strike, second offering. Yep, that's a BB as well for strike 2. 0-2 count quickly to Landon James, followed by Cooper Hahn and Hunter Allison. That's the 4, 5, 6 batters for the Warriors. No score, bottom of the second, now the pitch. Swing and a miss in the high fastball. Strike 3, that's awfully tough to lay off of for any batter. Landon James, who came in batting .411 with 20 RBIs, but the senior catcher strikes out, and now that's 4 strikeouts to 4 batters that Camacho has faced so far in the game.
Yeah, Landon James, he's kind of to be feared. Big kid, catcher, rocket arm.
Yeah. That pitch going to be a bit low for a ball.
Looking at the last time they played, he had 2 hits, a bunch of RBIs, and a deep fly to center field, so he's a good hitter. I tell you, the Carrollton players are shaking their heads over there in the dugout right now.
The pitch. And a B in there for a strike, 1-1 count. Cooper Hahn batting from the right side of the plate, wearing number 26, the junior second baseman. Batting .338, 1 homer, 18 runs batted in.
Bruce Walker behind the plate umpiring. If he has a generous strike zone, it's going to be a long day for Carrollton.
Absolutely.
Coach didn't like that one. He called a strike there, and it probably was a little bit high and outside. You kind of let Bruce know about it.
Figuring Camacho's hard enough to hit, right?
Yep.
Otherwise.
Yep.
That pitch in the dirt for a ball, a 2-1 count. And here's the winding of the pitch. So it'll be a fly ball down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes for Carrollton. Going for their first district title since 1994. That's 31 years. So a Carrollton program, good baseball, but it gives you an idea just how hard it is to win the district championship. For obviously, they're trying to make history today.
Yeah, some pretty good baseball programs in this Eastern District. Probably Division II at the time, but with a realignment, and now we're 4?
Yep. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, and Hahn lays off it. Full count now.
Go to the drawing every year, you'd see Steubenville in there, St. Clairsville in there, John Glenn, some really good baseball programs. Hard to get out.
The payoff. Swamby foul back, stays full at 3-2. Melway Paving Company, a well-known asphalt paving contractor for Holmes and surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, crack sealing, seal coating, chip and seal, and pavement plating. That's Melway Paving Company. Full count, Cooper Hahn. Camacho, here's the payoff again. Going to be swung on, be a bouncer towards second. Going to be gloved by Williams, throws to first base. They're in time. There's 2 away. Now Camacho has retired the first 5 batters he has faced. Hunter Allison at the plate. Bats for the right side, wearing number 27, the junior first baseman.
Speaking of Steubenville, the first year I coached, 2015, we made it to the district finals and played at Steubenville, lost 6-3. The 3 runs we had, 1 RBI by Jordan Stutzman, who's coaching first base today. And the other 2 by none other than Wyatt Miller.
Mr. Wyatt Miller, absolutely. And Hunter Allison, batting .289, has 3 homers, 20 RBIs in the season. And you were talking about that. Here's the 1-1-0 pitch by Camacho. Swan chopped to the backstop, a 1-1 count. You happen to have a scorebook right now that is the last year you coached West Holmes, and I believe Wyatt Miller's in that scorebook.
Sure, I ran out of pages, so I had to pull an old scorebook out. And the first game was Wyatt Miller's last game, playing Mansfield Senior. I think it's 21-1 or something like that. Wyatt Miller had quite a day. Single, walk, and a double, scored 2 runs. Jordan Stutzman got on an error, a walk, an error, and popped up to short. He scored 3 runs. So, and believe it or not, we had a galleon leading off that game, too.
How about that?
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool stuff. I guess there's a reason why he's coaching then. He was pretty good himself.
He sure was.
Outside for a ball, 2-2 count to Allison.
We had a Booth playing there, Freddie Booth in right field. Yeah, a lot of the same names for sure.
Isn't that something?
It is something.
Keep that tradition going. Here's the 2-2 pitch. So I'll be fouled away. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And you think about that, Bill, and it's the years you coach and get to see Wyatt step in this role here, and some of these guys that you got a chance to coach. I'm sure special feeling to see the guys kind of continue on that baseball tradition here at West Holmes.
Absolutely. It really is. Kiowa Looney's a coach as well, and he played for me also.
Right.
I texted Wyatt today. I asked him if he knew who got the RBI, so he knew right away.
Did he really?
He knew what the pitch was and what the count was. He knew the whole thing.
Wow.
Told me right away, yep.
Here's the payoff. Swampy grounder foul down the third base side.
You know, I coached at Triway in the 80s, and there was that last group I had in 87. Those kids, there was 12 seniors, and we get together. They know every game, every pitch, every score. It's just amazing what 30-some years later, it's just these kids, it's important to them.
Funny how you remember those things.
Yep.
Absolutely. Here's the pitch. Swampy flying ball toward right field. It's going to be over the head of Booth around first base. Allison digging for second, and he'll be the second easily for the 2-out double. Hit that to the opposite field, and Bert should see spraying out there in right, and it'll be the double now for Hunter Allison, and Carrollton will keep the inning going, their first hit today.
One thing they say about if somebody's throwing really hard and you time it up and you swing hard, the ball can go pretty far, and that's what happened there for sure. Everything's going to right field.
Here's Braden Swearingen, bats from the right side, wearing number 14. The sophomore shortstop is batting .246. It has 5 runs batted in.
We talk a lot about putting guys on in situations like this, but I think you want to probably go after this kid right here.
No doubt. That's outside for a ball. 1-0 count to Swearingen.
Did you say he's a sophomore or he's a junior?
He is a sophomore. New score, home half of the second. District Championship Baseball.
He wasn't even in the lineup first time we played. I don't see his name anywhere on there.
Right, the pitch. That's inside. Make it ball 2, now a 2-0 count.
Shortstop was Nevin Woods. Evan Woods, who's playing right field today.
Time is called. Jefferson Yoder going to go out to have a quick discussion with this pitcher. As Camacho retired the first 5 batters that he faced, 4 of them strikeouts. So the first real threat the Carrolltons had today.
The thing of it is, if you do walk him, it's no big deal.
Right.
Woods, last time we faced him, we struck him out twice swinging, and a pop up to first. So, you'd like to think you can get that kid out.
Yeah, no panic needed as
absolutely not.
Discussion is over with. Camacho working for the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2-1 count now to Swearingen.
Threw him a changeup.
Yeah.
Pretty good pitch. 2-0.
Allison leads off at second base. Couple looks over there. And the pitch. Fastball pumped in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes down to Swearingen. Camacho collects himself. Now he's back on there. And the pitch. Going to be down low. Makes it ball 3. Full count now. That's the third batter that's gone to at least to a full count in this inning. After a 10-pitch first inning. Here's the payoff. Swung on and foul to the backstop. Good swing there by Swearingen to stay alive.
Man, he's just rearing back and throwing hard now. Must be nice to be able to know you can throw that hard, that they're not going to hit it if you just get it over the plate.
Makes a difference, absolutely.
It does make a difference. Some pitchers in the major leagues that do that, you just throw fastballs because you can't hit it. It's 103 mile an hour or whatever.
Payoff again. High pitch, he held a swing, ball 4, so that will allow Swearingen to take his base. It's the first walk thrown by Camacho of the game. 2 runners aboard now, 2 down. Nevin Woods at the plate. Batting from the right side, wearing number 6, the junior right fielder is batting .262 and has 7 runs batted in. Knights still 1 out from getting out of this. Wind picks up once again here at Strasburg. And the pitch. That's just a bit high. It's ball 1.
Well, you got to get this kid. You don't want to load the bases. Like I said, that walk didn't really hurt him, but this you want to get this kid.
Camacho the pitch. That's a curveball in there for a strike. He was up 1 ball, 1 strike to Woods. Swearingen to first. Allison to second, 2 outs. Camacho looking for the sign he wants. Shakes off the sign. And now time is called. And he'll step back on. And the pitch. That's a bit high. Makes it ball 2, a 2-1 count now to Woods.
Another thing, if you get this kid, then you're leading off the inning, next inning with a 9-hitter. You like to think you can get the 9-hitter out. Like I said, the top of their order is where the meat is in this team.
Rogers needs to get back locked in here. Couple looks at second base. Here is the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Woods. Fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Their bench is getting a little bit loud over there. You don't want to give them any reason to be cheering. They weren't too loud in the first inning, were they, when they were throwing strikes right by them? So.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a high heat, strike 3. That'll do it for the inning. The 5th strikeout of the day by Manny Camacho. Carrollton, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left. And through 2, we are scoreless. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Top of the third, a scoreless contest at the plate for West Holmes. Going to be the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Logan Zollers is followed by Morgan Smith and then Manny Camacho. And today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food makes great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli in the Patio in Nashville. West Holmes through 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits. They left 4 runners on base. Isaac Husted, he struck out 1 batter, walking nobody. 20 pitches thrown so far. Logan Zollers grounded out back to pitcher Isaac Husted in his first at bat. Here's the Y in the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, an 0-1 count to Logan Zollers. Husted stares in, and the pitch. High for a ball, 1 strike.
When you said 20 pitches thrown, that's because West Holmes hitting the first pitch or bunting the first pitch or whatever, you know. That's kind of helping the pitcher out, really. Camacho's at 40 pitches.
That's going to be swung on a drill. The center field going to be a diving grab held on to by Garabrant. What a catch. And a ball that looked like it was surely going to be a base hit. Wow.
Smoked.
It was.
That's it is a wow.
As you mentioned here, you've talked about that all the time, not helping out the pitcher, and the Knights have done some of that so far today.
Yeah. The West Holmes pitcher's twice the pitches of the Carrollton pitcher, 40 as opposed to 20.
Here's Morgan Smith, been hit by a pitch in his first at bat today.
But
that's one on foul back. Part of that too, Bill, I know obviously Manny throws as hard as he does, so a lot of times you might get guys that don't swing the bat or late on that swing, so that can cause some extra walks too, isn't it?
Yeah,
fair?
You took the words out of my mouth. Extra pitches for sure when you go deep in the count because you're striking people out. They're not hitting the first pitch because they're missing it.
Right.
You know.
Curveball going to be in there for a strike, 0-2 count now.
This kid throwing out here for Carrollton, I mean, he's not fooling anybody. West Holmes is hitting the ball. It's just a matter of...
That's the curveball. So want to be line shot down the first base side, but foul. Yeah, right on cue. 1 out, nobody aboard. Top of the third, no score. Winner moves on to next Tuesday's regional semifinals. The Knights going for their first district title since 2013. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. He held a swing that time. Ball 1. The Knights, of course, defeated Cambridge that year in the district finals. Lost by just a run to Waverly in the regional semifinals that season.
That was 2013.
Yes, it was. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll be the second strikeout thrown in the game by Husted.
2012, they went to state.
They went to state that year, absolutely. So a good 2-year run there for West Holmes. Here's Manny Camacho, who singled back in the first. Husted toes the rubber. And the pitch. Curveball swung and foul to the backstop. 0-1 count on the big cut by Camacho. This game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Of course, Casey Claxon producing today's live stream coverage. Owen Garabrant working in the camera. Here is the 0-1. That's outside, ball one. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for this afternoon's game. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Michael Hammond back in the studio. Here's the pitch. Fastball, called strike. 1-2 the count to Camacho.
Nice to see him hit one out.
Yes.
That would help. And he has the ability to do that.
The pitch. Swing and a miss and a high heat, strike three, and that'll do it for the inning. Back-to-back Ks thrown by Husted, his third of the game. And the Knights go down in order in the top of the third. Through 2.5, we are scoreless. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Savings throughout the store, including the top-rated line of Speed Queen laundry products. Plus, get kitchen package savings of over $2,000 from GE Cafe, or rebates up to $3,000 from KitchenAid. Building or remodeling? Package discounts are available, and Millersburg Electric will keep your appliance package in stock until you are ready for delivery. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit during the Spring into Summer event at Millersburg Electric on State Route 83 or 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
And the 9-1-2 batters will stand in. Here's the wind, the pitch. Inside for a ball, lefty against lefty matchup. Steven Johnson bats for the left side, wearing number 11. He's the junior DH, batting .417 in that 9 slot, and has 5 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Swampy a chopper towards second base. Charged after, gloved by Williams. Throws to first base, there in time for the first out.
Johnson was not in the lineup the first time these two teams met, so you say he's hitting .411. I don't know what the story was there, but
yeah, interesting.
It's nice to get that 9-hitter out for sure. That's the guy you want to get. Now you're top with the Husted.
Isaac Husted struck out swinging in his first at bat. Update on the Indian Creek Claymont game. Indian Creek a 1-0 lead in the third inning over Claymont. Winner of this game will face the winner of that game in next Tuesday's regional semifinals. Here's the pitch by Camacho. Swampy pop up toward shallow left field. Going after it, Gallion has a beat on it. He'll make the grab. That's the second out. And for Camacho, certainly would be just what the doctor ordered to have a quick inning after a 30-pitch second inning.
Yeah, we talked about hitting that first pitch. Boy, you like to see that if you're him, for sure.
Here's Garrett Broadwater, who struck out looking in his first at bat.
Remember, you can only go 125 in high school. This game could be extra innings. Who knows how long Manny's going to have to throw today.
Yeah, the pitch. Curveball, that's in the dirt. On a sharp break, it's a 1-0 count. Carrollton, no runs, 1 hit so far. They left 2 runners on base. Camacho has struck out 5, walking the batter. And the 1 in the 1-0 pitch. Bit inside, it's ball 2. 2-0 count. 45 pitches thrown so far by Camacho in the game. And the pitch. Inside, looked close to a strike, but Yoder couldn't squeeze it. And it's ball 3, 3-0 count.
Yeah, I think that might have been a strike, but it's hard to get that call when your catcher misses the ball and it goes at the backstop.
Right. That was the case. Now Camacho had to battle his way back. 2 down, nobody aboard for the Warriors. And the pitch. Sails high, walks him on 4 pitches. Second walk through to the game by Camacho. That'll bring number 3 batter in the Warriors lineup, Jacob Whitmore, to the plate. He struck out looking in the first inning. Does have one homer to his credit this year. Came in batting .370 on the season.
You know, he's talking about 4 pitches. Here's a stat for you. Greg Maddox won 355 games, pitched 5,008 innings. Think of 5,008 innings and only went 3-0 133 times in his
Wow.
career. Think about that.
That's crazy. Wow.
That's not counting intentional walks.
Yeah.
But 133 times he went to a 3-0 count in 5,008 innings.
You talk about command. Wow.
Yep.
Throw to first base, and Broadwater back to the first base bag. And that was a guy that, as he talked about, he wasn't trying to strike a bunch of guys out.
Lived on the outside corner.
Yep.
And maybe even a little bit beyond the outside corner if you talk to the hitters.
Right. That's a chop foul to the backstop. Goes to an 0-1 count on the swing by Whitmore.
But he can throw the ball wherever he wants at any
Right.
time. Shane Bieber for the Guardians a lot the same way. You watch him pitch, everything's at the knees.
Right.
Everything's at the knees. He never makes mistakes up. The bad ones, they're just trying to get over, throw right down the middle.
So key. Camacho. Now the pitch. So I'll be fouled over the backstop and out of play. Goes to 0-2.
Watching that Guardians game last night, I think it was Andrew Walters is his name. A reliever throws pretty hard. He come in and just went and grabbed his arm after, not good.
Yeah.
Threw a pitch and grabbed his arm when the trainer's actually holding it up as they're walking out.
Don't want to see that.
No, you don't. That's your whole livelihood, really.
Yeah. The pitch. And the Durpin actually hit the batter, Jacob Whitmore. Of course, Broadwater was going, but it won't matter now because it'll be a hit batsman. So Whitmore will be at first. The second base is Broadwater. First batter that Camacho has hit. 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. So kind of a similar situation to the last inning with now cleanup batter Landon James at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
This is not the guy you want to see, for sure. This guy scares me.
A walk and a hit batsman. Runners get their leads. Camacho. Now the pitch. Check swing, but I think did he go?
Strike.
They check with him, and yes, indeed.
Called it a ball.
Called it a ball. I was looking for which umpire was going to make the call.
They should have asked
I couldn't find him.
Yeah.
Boy, it looked like he went, didn't it?
He sure did. We got a pretty good angle.
They didn't ask us for some reason. Couple looks at second. Here's the 1-0. Curveball. That's in there for a called strike. It's a 1-1 count.
Did your bat cross the plane of the plate? It's
Yes.
not did you break your wrist or whatever. Did your
Right.
bat cross the plane of the plate?
That's all it takes.
And it did. All you viewers at home that are watching on TV can run this back and see for yourself.
That's right. Yep. The pitch. So I'll be fouled to the backstop.
This kid's right on it. He's, yeah.
Yeah, just behind on that swing. 1-2 the count.
Not sure I'd throw this kid a fastball. You know, you talk about before the game, players, you're not going to let him beat you. This would be the guy.
Yep.
I'd circle in red and say, he's not going to beat me. I don't even care if I walk him here and load the bases. This kid is not going to beat me.
Camacho stares in. Comes to a set from the stretch. And the pitch. Runners going, and he swung on and a line down the first base side, but foul. Off the end of his bat, and stays at 1-2. Looks scary initially after came off the bat, but kind of tailed off.
Not quite sure why the runners are running there.
Right.
If you do still get third, second, that gives me a real reason to put him on then.
Right. Yeah,
Just
definitely.
me.
Yes.
Say thank you. Now I am going to walk him. Yeah, I got a bad feeling here. If you're West Holmes, I don't like this kid being up. If you're Carrollton, you got to like it for sure. Good hitter.
Here's the pitch. Swami fouled. Shot foul off catcher Jefferson Yoder. He felt that. And it stays at 1-2 strikes as James again fighting off some tough pitches from Camacho.
I just said don't throw him a fastball, and they did.
Yeah.
He is right on it. He's just fouling it off. This is why you come to games like this, Matt. We talk about this. Moments in a game that determine wins and losses, who moves on to the Sweet 16 and who doesn't. These are the at-bats that determine that right here. Write that down, mark my words.
Without question. Who's going to win out? Camacho. And the pitch. Runner going against Wagami. High fly ball. Deep right center field is going to be caught. That diving grab.
He caught it.
By Nate Spring. A running grab near the fence. That looked like a Shore extra base hit. Spring with the running grab and the Knights dugout on their feet.
Are you kidding me?
Unreal. You talk about defining moments, and that could have been the saver, game saver.
Defining moment for Carrollton. I'm like, oh, geez. I said don't pitch to him. And this kid makes a running catch, puts his glove up. Good for Nate Sprang. Oh, my, what a game.
How about that? The Knights robbed Warriors of a chance to take the lead, and now through 3 innings, we remain scoreless. This is District Championship Baseball on KLM.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Fikert Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
That terrific running grab by Nate Sprang. The line, the pitch by Husted. In there for a strike, it's an 0-1 count.
I kind of have a theory that when a batter fouls off a lot of pitches like that catcher just did, it tells you that the pitcher can't throw the ball by him.
And the pitch, curveball going to be in there for a strike, 0-2 count.
And lots of times the hitter wins that battle because you know they keep fouling balls off. You have to say that catcher won that battle. I know the right fielder caught it, but holy mackerel.
He did. It was a nice swing. There's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Meanwhile, strike 3, and Houston starting to catch fire. That's the third consecutive batter he struck out, the fourth overall of the game.
I tell the story of the Indians back in the day. Brought up a second baseman. His name was Carlos Baerga. Nobody heard of him.
Yeah.
He fouled off, I don't know, maybe 10 pitches. I'm watching on TV. I'm thinking, holy cow. And then he hits a seed. I'm like, okay.
Yep, he was a good one, too.
He was a very good one.
Swing and a miss for a strike. Booth got on by an error in his last at bat. You were talking about Greg Maddox, and Maddox talked about this, about how he felt like he could. Here's the line of the 0-1. So on to be a fly ball. Meeting in deep center. Underneath is Broadwater. He'll grab it. That's the second out. Felt like he could put it wherever he wanted to, and had the ability to get any batter out during his career. He said, except for that darn Tony Gwynn. He said he could not get him out. He was pretty good also.
Oh, my gosh. His strikeouts for his major league career is incredible how few times he struck out.
Yes. Here's Chris Williams, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0 count, a bunt single back in the second.
He showed some stat where some guy struck out so many times in a year, and it was more than Tony Gwynn did in his career.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I can't stand striking out as a coach when my hitters strike. I can't stand that.
You see, some coaches would have different philosophies. Some don't mind about the strikeouts. I'm kind of with you on that. I don't like the strikeouts. The pitch. Curveball going to be in there for a strike because he can't do anything with that, right?
Yeah. The other team, you got to make them make the play.
Right. 1-2 count to Williams. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 down, nobody aboard here in inning number 4. We have no score. Husted the pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. That'll do it for the inning. His 5th strikeout thrown to the game for Isaac Husted. He's now retired 7 consecutive batters. And through 3.5, a scoreless game. This is District Championship Baseball on KLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
For the 4th, no score. Already a 1-1 count to Cooper Hahn, who's followed by Hunter Allison and Braden Swearingen in this inning. The 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Warriors. Here's the pitch by Camacho. Down low, hits the dirt, ball 2-2-1 count. Hahn rounded out the second in his first at bat. Carrollton, no runs, 1 hit. He left 4 runners on base. Camacho struck out 5, walking 2, and he's hit a batter. And he has thrown 59 pitches so far for the game.
Hahn had 2 hits the first time these two teams played each other.
Here's the line of the pitch right here. Swung on to be fouled to the backstop. Got a piece of it. 2-2 count. Hahn does have a .338 batting average coming into this game to go along with the home run. The Kilbuck Savings Bank proudly supporting the local youth, and they hope that you all knock it out of the park, celebrating 125 years of serving the community, and that's the Kilbuck Savings Bank. The pitch. It's want to be a high chopper towards second. Williams gets over there, have to make a quick throw on it. He'll throw it to first, going to be in the dirt. Doesn't get there, and safe at first base going to be Hahn. He might have been safe either way. What do you think?
I think he was.
So it'll be a base hit on the infield chopper for Cooper Hahn. Just a second hit today for the Warriors, but the leadoff man is aboard for them, and that is the first time today that has happened.
You know, I was thinking back to last inning. Chris Williams made that last out on a curveball, kind of threw his hands up. He's been playing JV most of the year.
Yeah.
Curveballs don't look like that at the JV level. You know, they really
don't. Yep.
Really, West Holmes playing 2 kids in the lineup. Cole Santani be the other. They've played a lot of JV this year.
Right.
And, you know, this is varsity pitching here.
Another step up.
You got to grow up fast for sure.
The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Hunter Allison did hit a double in his first at bat of the game. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, no score. Camacho go to first base and signing back safely to the bag is Cooper Hahn. Yeah, the winner will face either Indian Creek or Claymont. Regional semifinals Tuesday. It'll be at 5 o'clock over at Harrison Central. Couple nods to first. Pitch by Camacho. Curveball swung, chopped foul to the backstop. Highland, of course, defeating Garaway last night 3-0 to grab their 5th consecutive district championship. Highland will play on Wednesday in their regional semifinal game over at Beavers Field in Lancaster.
Shocker there that they're in the regionals, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Kind of book their trip every year pretty much.
That's for sure.
Here's the 0-2. Check swing and the pitch in the dirt. Did he go? Throw to first base. Going to be almost picked off the base runner at first base. A throw by Jefferson Yoder. And apparently they're going to say
they're appealing
he did not. Wow.
Wow.
It's a couple we thought they went too far.
First base umpire missed 2 calls in 1 play.
Yeah.
he swung, and he was out at first.
Right. 1-2 count to Allison. Here's the pitch. So it'll be a fly ball down the right field line, foul and out of play. It stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I'm guessing Carrollton's not bunting here because they feels confident this kid got a double first time up.
Right.
Normally it would be a bunting situation, but then you have to say, can Swearingen and Net and Woods drive him in? Maybe he doesn't have the confidence that they could. I don't know.
You play into it as well. So things you think about as a coach.
Sure, a lot of it's feel.
Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice curveball in the dirt, and Allison chased after it. That's the 6th strikeout thrown today by Manny Camacho. 1 out, runner on. Here is Braden Swearingen. He walked in his first at bat.
Nice stop by the catcher there in the dirt.
Yes. That's something Jefferson Year's gotten better and better at over the years.
Absolutely. He's turned out to be a pretty darn good catcher. Throws the ball pretty well, too.
Go to first base. Dives back safely, and people kind of forget Jefferson Year. He was a pitcher at one point.
Yeah, he sure was.
Kind
sophomore year. Yeah.
Went behind home plate out of necessity, and as you mentioned, he's done the job.
Stepped up last year. They couldn't find a catcher, and he said, I can do it.
The pitch. There's the bunt down the first base side. It's going to be roll fair. Glove throw to first base. No. Camacho, I think he thought it was going to roll foul, but then it hung fair. By the time he picked it up, didn't have a play on it, and everybody's going to be safe. So a nice bunt by Swearingen. He'll get the bunt single. And now, again, we have 2 runners aboard.
I don't like bunting with 1 out. I don't like to see that. Just me, of course, put it a perfect bunt. But, yeah, even had it been a successful sacrifice, now you got 2 outs. And
right.
You got, your 8 hitter up.
Sure. Right. Time is called by Y. Miller having a discussion with his infield here. And that certainly makes sense now. Does your mindset change a little bit when you're having to face somebody like Manning?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Nevin Woods will be at the plate. He did strike out. To your point, though, his last at bat.
If you're going to move somebody on with a bunt, then the guy at the plate, you better have confidence he's going to drive him in. Just to move him, because that's what baseball, the book says,
right.
is a poor reason to do it. And I think that's why he didn't bunt, was it Allison?
Allison, yeah.
Because he had that double, yeah.
Right. Discussion is over. 2 runners aboard, 1 out for Carrollton. Scoreless game, bottom of the 4th inning. Infield up on the corners.
And see, maybe they are going to bunt. Get the third baseman coming in.
He shows it and pulls it back. It's going to be a bit low. Ball 1.
I don't know why you would bunt here. So you move them up, and then you got your 9 hitter up.
Right.
Now
that 9 hitter does matter over 400 for what that's worth.
Good point. Fits that catcher, yeah.
Yeah. Camacho stares in. Takes his foot off the rubber. He'll look the base runner, Cooper Hahn, back to the second base bag.
But I always say that the great coaches are the ones that aren't afraid of being second guessed.
Sure. The pitch. Here's bunt again. Pulls the back, though. It's in there for a strike. That was one you could bunt, but for some reason you pulled the bat back.
And I always felt I became a better coach when I quit worrying about what the fans said and what the parents said.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Here's what I'm going to do. Usually it's going to work. It's not always going to work.
Sure.
But,
you got to go with it.
You worry about criticism. You never coach correctly.
The pitch. So on be fouled back. Everybody has the right calls when they're not making it during the game, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A lot harder when it looks.
They say a baseball coach makes a decision every 10 seconds.
Yeah. Right.
Like I say, after a game, I would be so worn out, I would just go home. I'd sit on the couch, close the door, say to my wife, don't come in my room. I'm down here.
Yeah.
And
decompressing now.
You do decompress.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Positioning people every 10 seconds, maybe less than 10 seconds. I don't know. My mind just constantly going. Smoke's coming out my ears. I'm thinking so much.
Stuff you have to do.
Yep.
Here's the 1-2. Swan and foul to the backstop. Woods staying alive. No score in the 4th. Stop in for weekly specials. Along with a great selection of the deli, meat, and produce departments, and for a fresh range of the flowers, check out the Posey Pad Flower Shop And before you head outside for a Woody's Rewards card, that pitch going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 on the curveball in the dirt, and Woods chased after it for the 7th strikeout thrown today by Camacho.
You know, that's 2 strikeouts, and both of them were in the dirt, and the catcher stopped them both. That's
great scoop
good
by Jefferson Yoder.
Yeah. But like we say, this kid didn't bat the first game, Javen Johnson.
Johnson grounded out the second in his first at bat. There's 2 outs now and 2 runners aboard. Again, lefty against lefty.
The second baseman is the one holding him. He needs to be over where he's going to hit the ball.
The pitch. Fastball pumped in there for a strike and an 0-1 count to Johnson.
Talk about decisions every 10 seconds. You know, gets your second baseman where he's going to hit it. He hit it there last time.
Right.
He's holding the runner on. He's going to be out of position.
Camacho looks over there. And the pitch. Fastball just a bit low. Ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson.
Good job by the catcher bringing that pitch up.
Yep. Swearinger at first. Cooper Hans at second base.
This is where if you're Camacho, I'm gonna strike you out. It's just the mentality you have to have. I'm not going to the top of the order.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased after the low pitch there. Strike 2, 1-2 the count to Johnson.
Helped him, sure did. I'm guessing they got mixed up on the signs there.
Yoder goes out there and has a quick discussion. When he had the talent that Camacho has, you can miss on the pitch to still get the swing and miss. Discussion is over. 1-2 count Johnson. Again, 2 outs in the inning. Camacho is ready from the stretch. And the pitch. In the dirt. Outside, ball 2. Johnson didn't chase after that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, this is 3 innings in a row that Carrollton's had 2 runners on.
Yeah.
You know, at some point they have to break through. They're going to do that. West Holmes living on the edge right now. I got a bad feeling this kid's going to hit the ball between first and second. There's a big gap there. I don't like that.
You know, Williams way over there at second base.
Way over there.
The pitch. In the dirt, bounces to the backstop. That's going to allow the runners to advance to second and third, and no reason for Williams to be over there now because the wild pitch gets 2 runners in the scoring position. A full count now to Johnson. Of course, top of the order's on deck.
Yeah, this is the guy you want right here. It's a 9-hitter. Moments in the game. Another one right here.
Another one here, no doubt. Here's the payoff. Swung on it foul to the backstop.
With that swing, he's going to hit the ball to the left side. That was a late swing, so maybe, second baseman playing straight up now with the runner on third and second both. Might move the shortstop a little bit to his right. Maybe close that gap every 10 seconds, Matt.
Yep, always thinking.
Always thinking.
Camacho, the payoff again. In the dirt, bounces to the backstop, runner going, and he is going to score. Another wild pitch. That's a couple wild pitches here in this last couple of throws and allow them to get the second and third before that. That wild pitch allows the run to score, and Carrollton takes the 1-0 lead. And also ball 4 the Johnson, so runners now at the corners as Swearinger advanced to third base on that play.
Like we say, West Holmes has been living on the edge here the last couple innings.
They have third walk through into the game by Camacho. Now into the top of the order for Isaac Husted, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out the short.
I don't know if Carrollton has some kind of funky play first and third. It'd be a good time to run it right now. Try to get another run. Get a pickle in between first and second, something.
Go to first base. And a high throw. May have had a chance.
Had him.
But the throw was high.
Yep.
Good job by Booth to jump up and grab that ball.
We used to run a play. We took a extra big lead at first, hoping to get picked off, and then take off for second. As soon as that first baseman threw down, guy on third's breaking home. Pretty good play. Got that from Worcester College.
Sure. Inside for a ball. And the runner will take off here to second base on that throw. He's at second now, second and third. 1-0 count to Houston.
So we're going to look at who's on deck. Broadwater. Okay.
1-0 Carrollton. The Knights need a third out. Bottom of the fourth inning.
First base open.
Wind picking up again. Camacho the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. And it goes to 1-1.
I'd sure think about putting this guy on pitch into the number 2 hitter, but that's just me.
And the pitch. Curveball swung being a shot foul as it bounces off the behind home plate. 1-2 the count now to Houston.
You know why I don't want to face this kid? Because he's the pitcher, and he's obviously got guts. He's showing that today.
Sure.
You know, he's got a little swag to him.
Yep.
Guys like that get hits in situations like this.
No doubt.
You know.
Got that confidence to step in there.
Absolutely. Just got a swag about him. He looks like he doesn't look scared at all.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, though.
What do I know?
8th strikeout thrown today by Camacho. However, a wild pitch allows to run the score in this inning, and through 4, Carrollton has taken a 1-0 lead over West Holmes. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Grill, chill, and save big all this week at Rody's IGA. Get bone-in pork loin chops for $2.98 a pound, 73% lean fresh ground beef for $3.68 a pound, and USDA choice boneless chuck roast for $5.98 a pound. They also have USDA inspected country-style pork ribs for $2.09 a pound, delicious snow crab clusters for $9.98 a pound, field-ripened Athena cantaloupes, 2 for $7, 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, 2 for $5, red-ripe strawberries, 2 for $5, and classic whipped cream for $2.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for a crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
And West Holmes trying to break that string. Houston has struck out 5. He's walked nobody on 42 pitches.
If you're Tenney here, you have to get on base somehow. Let the ball hit you, take a walk, something.
Here's the pitch. Fastball down low, ball 1. Good start if you're West Holmes there.
Just keep looking. Yep, he gets on. You can bind to second with your 9-hitter. Then you're in business with Gallia at the plate. But he has to get on.
Here's the 1-0. It's going to be a little liner towards short. Takes a bounce and deep in the hole, fell down. Then shortstop Brandon Swearengin, a little flare towards short, and then it'll be an infield single for Tenney. How about that?
Yeah, like I say, take a pitch there.
It works out.
Well, that's a break if you're West Holmes, okay? So now you got to move him.
Breaks that string of 8 consecutive batters that Houston had retired, and that's just the 3rd hit today for West Holmes.
Now you can score because he's fast. He can run.
Spring struck out swinging his first at bat. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count.
Once you're on base, you're no longer whatever he's hitting.
Right.
Player, you're a fast guy. You know, you're the guy we want on base, and he's on. So let's move him.
And the pitch. High for a ball. 1-1 count. Today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food meets great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli and the Patio in Nashville. And the 1-1. Curveball, a late swing on it. 1-2 the count. Swing and miss for the strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Knights aren't bunting here. Probably not going to bunt now with 2 strikes.
Right.
I don't think you want to run on this catcher.
When picking up, Husted. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss in the high heat, chased after it, strike 3. 6 strikeout thrown today by Husted. Now 1 out with a runner on board. Down to the top of the order for Brock Gallion, and this is where the Knights need to make some hay. Gallion 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. But you go back to that second inning, West Holmes got the first 2 base runners on. That inning didn't score. That was a key inning right there. But now West Holmes another key inning in this 5th.
With the wind blowing the way it is right now, I'm not sure you could still second running against the wind.
Right.
Like Bob Seeger would say.
Yep, Bob Seeger talked about that for sure.
We're older now, but we're still running against the wind. One of my favorite songs.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Discussion is over. Galligan stands into the batter's box. Go to first base, and back on the dive is Tenning.
Did you know when Bob Seeger was in high school in Detroit, he actually ran track and cross country, and in practice they were actually running against the wind. That's where he got the idea for that song.
I did not know that. The pitch went on me. Grounder toward short. It'll be called by Broadwater over the second for the force. Throw to first base. No, he will not be able to make the throw. And Swearinger, the shortstop, to get that force over at second base, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
A nice hop, yeah.
6-4 fielder's choice.
You might as well run right here.
Yep.
It's worth a shot. He gets thrown out. You got Zollers leading off the next inning.
Zollers now 0 for 2 with the fly off the center and a ground out to the mound. But yeah, you got Gallion obviously
pitch.
first.
Yeah, first pitch, just go.
8 stolen bases this spring for Gallion. And the pitch in there for a strike. It's now an 0-1 count.
You'd sure hate to waste a hit by Zollers here and not have Gallion at second base. He's on second, he's going to score. I think he's running right here. Get a little bit bigger lead. He's running. There he goes.
Takes off. High
goes.
for ball. Throw to second base. Going to be in time for the out. Well, they recognized that, did Carrollton, a pitch out, and the perfect throw by catcher Landon James to throw him out. That'll do it for the inning. West Holmes does not score through 4.5, a 1-0 Carrollton lead. This is District Championship Baseball, WKLM.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
Bottom of the fifth inning, a 1-0 Carrollton advantage. That pitch inside for a ball. A 2-1 count to start things off to Garrett Broadwater, followed by Jacob Whitmore and Landon James, the 2, 3, and 4 batters for Carrollton. The pitch swung on to be a bounce towards second base. Gloved by Williams, throws to first base, going to be in time for the out, and there's now quickly one away. Carrollton scoring their lone run of the game. That was that last inning on a wild pitch, and 2 hits in the inning as well. Camacho struck out 8 batters. He's walked 3, though. He's hit a batter. And he has thrown now 87 pitches for the game.
It's a big out if you're West Holmes. If you're Carrollton, you wanted to get him on because you got James coming up here.
The pitch.
On deck right now.
Curveball goes high for a ball. Whitmore overall with the strikeout, has been hit by a pitch. Update on the Indian Creek game. The Indian Creek has a 5-0 lead in the 5th inning over Claymont in their district final. Here's the pitch. Fastball the outside corner. That's a strike, a 1-1 count.
Carrollton is no slouch. They're a good team. They got good hitters.
Certainly are. Camacho now the pitch. A bit low, it's ball 2. Whether you need tires along with farm tires and service, fully equipped auto service or semi-truck tires, stop by Millersburg Tire Service on State Route 39 Millersburg or online MillersburgTireService.com. In business for over 72 years. Here's the pitch. Swung on be popped up. Had to be towards shallow left field. Could be trouble coming over and not able to make the play. It'll be in there for a single in front of Colston Tenney going after that ball. He was kind of playing deep out there, and Whitmore's on with 1 out. And that'll be the 4th hit today for Carrollton.
There's some cardinal rule about fly balls. If it's in the air for X number of seconds, it should be caught.
Right.
That was in the air for X number of seconds.
Got to get a beat on it and go after that ball.
Yep.
Here's Landon James, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to right. The pitch. Down low. Good grab by Jefferson Yoder. It's ball 1.
Yeah, look who's up.
There he is. And he was the one, of course, drilled it to deep right field. And a terrific running grab by Sprang near the fence closed out the inning. That was back in the 3rd.
I think the runner's running here. He looks like he's going.
But at first base, Camacho recognizing that. Got a toss over there, and Whitmore's back on the dive.
If you're Carrollton, you got a lefty like that in the mound. Sometimes you go in first move. If he throws to first, you're still going to second.
The pitch. High for a ball. Goes to a 2-0 count. Yeah, Camacho got to be tough to run on because he's tough to run on lefties anyway. Then he's got how hard he throws to boot along with that.
Sure.
Go to first base, and he's back there safely in the dive again as the wind picks up.
You know, if scouts would come and watch, obviously you'd look at the big kid on the mound for West Holmes right now, but this catcher would catch people's attention, I would think, too, with that throw he made.
Right, I think so.
Big, strong kid.
That's the curveball in the dirt, bounces to the backstop. It's a wild pitch, and that allows Whitmore to advance to second base.
That's kind of what they're looking for.
Kind of had the measurables, like you say.
Yeah. You know what I'm doing with now that first base is open, don't you? With this kid up, I want no part of him.
Right.
What's the count?
Put him on a 3-0 count as well, so even another reason why.
Just put him on. He might not be taken here. I'm letting him swing. If I'm Carrollton.
Time was called.
I'm letting him maybe the best pitch this kid gets all night.
Yep. Whitmore at second, 1 out in the 5th. 1-0 Carrollton.
He looks like he's ready to swing.
And the pitch. That's high though, ball 4, so that'll put him on the 4th walk thrown today by Camacho. First and second with 1 out. Camacho up to now 94 pitches thrown for the game.
94.
So that's the other factor to all this.
Yeah.
As Cooper Hahn now stands in, he's 1 for 2 with the run scored. Leadoff single in that last inning, eventually scored the lone run of the game. And time is called.
You know, Smith pitched on, when was the first game of this week? What night was that? Tuesday?
I believe that was Tuesday, yep.
Yeah, he got an extra day. You know, with that rain yesterday.
Wednesday, I think, actually.
It was Wednesday.
So going to be fouled away. 0-1 count.
Sometimes that extra day allows your pitchers to come back when normally they wouldn't have, depending on how many pitches he threw. I think he was 88 pitches, so he probably couldn't pitch either way. Wednesday to no.
Booth probably could, but not.
Booth
maybe
could,
not Smith.
yeah.
Couple looks a second. Here's the 0-1. Fastball a bit high. It's ball one. One ball, one strike. First and second, 1 out. 1-0 Carrollton. Camacho the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. Goes to 1-2. It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg offers ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Give them a call, 674-0865 or 674-8121. That's Holmes Ready Mix. Been the theme, as we talked about, the last few innings since the second, where Carrollton's got at least 2 runners aboard every inning since then.
4 innings in a row, yeah.
Yeah. Time is called again by Jefferson Yoder. And a little discussion with this pitcher.
And that runs the pitch count up for Camacho.
Yeah. Yeah, right near that 100 pitch mark.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of games this year, and like I say, these Carrollton hitters, they look different than the other teams we've seen this year.
They do.
They swing the bat better. They take pitches better. Don't go after bad pitches. They're pretty good.
There's a reason why they're 19-5 on the season.
That's just what I was going to say.
Good block by Jefferson Yoder on that curveball in the dirt. 2-2 count.
Still, as much as West Holmes have been on the ropes the whole game, it's only a 1-0 game.
I bet you outside, ball 3, still very much in this thing. But a full count to Hahn. You like to not give him any more, though.
Correct.
Just the 4 hits for him, but again, get the 5 free base paths they've gotten as well. They've helped aid the Warriors offense. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 4. He can drop the ball, though. Going to be a walk to Cooper Hahn. And bases are going to be loaded now for the Warriors. Back-to-back walks in the inning. The 5th throw of the game by Camacho. That'll cause Wyatt Miller to have a walk out to the mound. Hunter Allison, 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout today.
Yeah, Manny's really laboring right now.
Yeah. Again, Camacho, he is right at 100 pitches thrown. And that's going to do it for him. So, Knights are going to make a move. We'll take a pitching change back after this on WKLM.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
Are you ready to take the next step toward an exciting future? Buckeye Career Center is still accepting high school applications for next school year. Let us help you discover your passion and prepare for your future.
My name is Andrea Lab, and I'm a double lab student in graphic arts and floral design. Buckeye has given me many hands-on career-related experiences. Without Buckeye, I would not have had the opportunity to obtain an internship in web design.
Spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Whether you're interested in technology, healthcare, or skilled trades, Buckeye Career Center has a program for you. Apply now at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
They're trying to get the Knights out of this jam. For Carrollton, an opportunity to add on to this lead. Hunter Allison will be at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout today. So Booth, who's been terrific throughout the year for this Knights team, a 3-1 record, 2.64 ERA through 37 innings pitched. He's allowed 28 runs, 14 earned, 34 hits allowed. He's struck out 39, walking 15. He's hit 2 batters. But again, he'll have to deal with a bases loaded situation, 1 out with Carrollton. 1-0. Warriors the lead, looking to add on for some more in the district championship.
Surprised that West Holmes isn't in on the grass.
Right. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Going to be a cold strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Booth. The infield up on the corners for West Holmes.
Yeah. Major leagues, they play back because they can double play. You don't get double plays in high school.
Right.
You might have maybe 4 or 5 a whole year.
Very rarely. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him. Strike 2, 0-2 count.
Talk about the swings that Carrollton puts on the ball. That was a pretty good swing right there.
Wind picking up. Booth working from the windup. Now he's ready. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, foul to the backstop. Chased after the high heat, but got a piece of it. So our count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winner moving on to face either Indian Creek or Claymont. Looking like it's going to be likely Indian Creek on Tuesday for the regional semifinals. That'll be at 5 o'clock at Harrison Central. Wind still picking up here at Strasburg Franklin Park. Here's the 0-2 again. Swing and a miss to the curveball. Strike 3. That's the second end of the inning. And a great job by Booth to come in and get that strikeout.
Wow.
Now you need one more. Here's Braden Swearigan, who's walked and has a bunt single.
You don't suppose he'd bunt right here, do you?
You would think not.
You never know. Drag bunt.
And the pitch. Curveball. That's in there for a strike, looking sharp. Cooper Booth, 0-1 count. Runners get their leads. Here's the wind, the pitch by Booth. Swung on a fly ball towards center field, going to be caught by the center fielder. Logan Zollers, out number 3, and Booth gets him out of the jam. What a job, Cooper Booth, and now through 5, it's still a 1-0 Carrollton advantage over West Holmes. This is District Championship Baseball at WKLM.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continue of 2 great locations on US 63. Repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Weinsberg and Berlin.
Top of the 6th inning, 1-0 Carrollton. And today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food makes great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli and the Patio. Knights trail at 1-0 on the top of the 6th. At the plate going to be the 2, 3, and 4 batters, Logan Zollers, Morgan Smith, and Manny Camacho. And the Knights really need to try and make something happen here in the 6th inning.
It starts by getting this guy on base right here. Of course, we said that last inning, too, with Tenney.
Here's the pitch. Fastball going to be inside for a ball. You think, well, only down by a run, you still got another inning. Yes, but you have the part of the lineup at the plate that really has made the difference, as you've talked about throughout the season. So you really like to get something here in the 6th. The pitch. Songabi popped up out of play and a foul ball. 1-1 count to Logan Zollers.
This is a guy that can hit the ball. He's hit it all year.
No runs on 3 hits today for West Holmes. They've left 4 runners on base. Husted. He's been outstanding. He struck out 6, walking nobody in the pitch. Curveball that hangs up there for ball 2. 2-1 count. He's thrown just 54 pitches now. Has Husted.
And that's something. Camacho was, over 90, and this kid's thrown 54.
Yeah, Camacho hit triple digits. Here's the 2-1. Curveball again. A cold strike on the inside corner. 2-2 count. Division IV District Championship Baseball from Strasburg. It's been a good one. Husted. Now the pitch. It's going to be a grounder towards second. It'll be scooped up by Hahn. Throws the first in time for 1 away. Morgan Smith at the plate. He's been hit by a pitch and has struck out 1 time. For West Holmes, they've just gotten the leadoff batter on 2 times today and do not do it here in the 6th. Husted now the pitch. It's going to be smashed foul down the first base side. It's a 0-1 count. Chaim Home Center is your home building and woodworking destination, along with lumber, building materials, and quality millwork. Visit them on the web at chaimhome.com. Knights needed a base runner here in the 6th inning. 1 out, nobody aboard, down 1-0. Here's the pitch. Hangs up there, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The line, the pitch. Another hanger. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Husted, now the pitch. Down low, makes a ball 3. 3 balls and a strike down to Morgan Smith.
Need runners. Got to be a perfect pitch, 3-1. Got to be exactly where you want it, or you're going to look at it.
The last 3 pitches have been way off the zone. Here's the pitch. So going to be a chopper toward short. Charging after going to be Swearengin. And the third baseman runs into him, Jacob Whitmore. And everybody's going to be, and the safe is going to be Morgan Smith, unable to make a throw on him. Wow.
Wow.
What do you call that?
E5.
Jeez. Well, Knights catch a break right there. The little chopper looked like it was going to be an easy out at first base, and instead the error at third. So Manny Camacho, he'll stand in 1 for 2.
Remember we talked in the first inning when he came up, I said nice to see him hit 1 out here.
Yeah.
This would be a time too.
Yes, it would. Had that homer against Indian Valley.
You'd have to give him the player of the game again, wouldn't you, if you hit a home run here?
Yeah, we'd have to. Yeah.
Somebody in this lineup's got to do something here.
Here's the pitch. That's a hanger, ball 1 after a little quick discussion between pitcher and catcher.
Yeah, he's struggling right now. His pitches are high.
Yeah.
Outside, but somebody from the West Holmes team's got to step up and do something heroic.
The pitch. And high again. A 2-0 count.
I might, well, geez, 1-0. I'm a big one taking pitches, but I might let him swing at 2-0 just to see if you can get one out of here, big guy.
Yep. The pitch. It's going to be a fly ball. Deep center field, going back after Broadwater near the fence, and he'll make the catch. Halfway towards second, back to first is going to be Smith, and boy, he just missed that one. Just missed it. Ends up as a long out, though, second out of the inning. Here's Jefferson Yoder. Game of inches, and it was right there.
Yeah, that ball was hit pretty far. Yikes.
Yoder a pop out the short. He struck out one time. Top of the sixth, 1-0 Warriors. The pitch. Fastball, that's in there for a strike, and Houston starting to find it again, 0-1 count. And the pitch. Curveball, that's down low. Good stop by the catcher, Landon James. 1 ball and 1 strike. This game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. And we're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com today. The 1-1. Sails high, makes it ball 2. Morgan Smith over first. There's 2 outs. Houston the pitch. Curveball a bit low. Didn't miss by much, but ball 3, 3-1 count. And the pitch. In the dirt. That's going to walk him. So 2 runners aboard now for West Holmes in the air and a walk in this inning. There, of course, so there's 2 outs. That's the first walk thrown in the game by Houston. And that'll send Cooper Booth to the plate, the guy who's now on the mound for West Holmes. He needs to help out himself and his team. Got on by an error one time today and also slowed out the center.
You realize if he gets a hit here, the game's tied.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. It
doesn't.
Feels like West Holmes are way behind, but gosh, it's a funny game. We've said that all year.
Still right into this, as you mentioned.
You can't predict what this night team's going to do.
No.
They've looked so bad sometimes, and they look so great sometimes this year. It's been a roller coaster year, but some years it's just your year.
Right.
Maybe this is it. Let's see. Moments in the game, right here.
Another big moment.
Yep.
We saw it in the last game, and see what they can do here in this one. Coming from behind.
Got a guy on second with pretty good wheels. Here we go.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. A curveball. Look fooled on that one. It's an 0-1 count.
Yep, that's a bad swing on first pitch.
Husted. Now the pitch. Another curveball. And that's going to be a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2 count. Back-to-back curves.
He's probably going to see another one right here.
And the pitch. High fastball. He lays off it. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, came back with a fastball. I would think he may go back to the curveball here. Hopefully Booth is guessing right. Even just a short over the infield pop-up would score a run. 2 outs.
The pitch. Another high fastball. And you got to believe he's setting him up for the curveball here.
You'd think so.
You would think. 2-2 count. Catcher almost overthrew his pitcher there. But
when he looks so bad at curveballs, why would you throw him 2 fastballs? I don't understand that.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line to right field, going to be a base hit.
Score.
Around third base, coming in.
Score.
Smith.
Here we go.
And he will come in. He will score.
Look at that.
Though the home play allows also Yoder to get the third base on the play. Cooper Booth coming through on the mound and also at the plate. We're tied up at 1 apiece.
We're playing baseball here.
How about that?
How about that?
Well, you mentioned, I don't think he threw him another curveball the rest of that at bat.
He didn't. Why wouldn't you?
Wow. 1-1 ball game. Cooper Booth has stepped up, and now runners at the corners, but 2 away. Here's Chris Williams.
He half swings on the first curveball you throw him. You throw him a second one, he stands there, looks at his bench, and shakes his head, and then you don't throw another curveball. That's why I'm announcing.
Knights will take it. Chris Williams stands into the batter's box. The pitch. Curveball's going to be a high fly ball. That'll be towards shallow right field, going after it, and making a grab. He was fooled initially, was somehow grabbed it. Wow. He had trouble picking it out. But the Knights, off the bat of Cooper Booth, they've tied it up at 1 apiece through 5.5. Don't go away. This is District Championship Baseball on KLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Home half of the 6 were tied up at 1 apiece. And to the plate for the Carrollton Warriors, the 8-9-1 batters, Nevin Woods, followed by Javen Johnson, and then the top of the order. And remember, if you get into a collision, make your first call to Finish Line Auto Body, where they have experts in collision repair, and they'll even help with up to $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call, 674-1483. Here's the pitch by Booth, going to be swung on and fouled to the backstop. 0-1 count, Nevin Woods, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. For Carrollton, 1 run. They've gotten 4 hits in all. They've left, also, think about this, 9 runners left on base today.
Wow, it's a lot.
Booth took over for Camacho the last inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a chopper down the third base line. Could be trouble. Charged after by Smith. Throws to first base. Going to be a high throw. Leaping grab by Camacho. But he has to be pulled off the first base bag. And safe at first is going to be Nevin Woods. What do you call that?
Probably a hit.
Yep. We'll go for it. So infield single, we'll call it. For Nevin Woods, there's Javen Johnson.
If you're Carrollton, you're thinking getting him around, then you're up 2-1.
Johnson had ground out the second. He's walked also 1 time.
This is nothing new to West Holmes, though. They've been in pressure situations all year, right? How many close games have they had? How many games we thought they were out of it and they come back? It's old hat for them.
It is. Though to first base, and Woods back there safely. Camacho went 4 1/3, allowed 1 run, 4 hits, struck out 8, walked 5, hit a batter on 100 pitches. Booth on out there now.
You'd think Carrollton would be bunting right here.
There's a bunt back to the mound, gloved by Booth. Throws to first base, going to be in time for the out. Nice bunt though to advance Woods to second base.
Nice play. Nice play by Booth to throw him out. They bunt well, don't they, Carrollton?
They do. So,
okay, now you got to be thinking bases are open and that sort of thing. Who am I going to pitch to? Who am I not going to pitch to? Obviously, I want to get to that catcher
Yep.
in the cleanup spot. That's the way your head's got to be thinking right here.
Top of the order, Isaac Husted, 0 for 3. He struck out twice. He's popped out the short one time today. Booth down the pitch. High for a ball. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning. Wind picking up again at Strasburg. Booth down the pitch. Down low in the curveball, ball 2.
He came up in a big situation last time with runners on 3rd and 2nd. We said we didn't want to face him. So that's got to play into your head if you're West Holmes. Don't want to pitch to him or not want to pitch to him. Got him out last time on strike, so maybe we'll go after him again.
The pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. Nicely placed, 2-1 count. 1 on and 1 out. Tied at 1. Booth down the pitch. Swung on, be a grounder toward short. Gallion gloves it. Throws over to first base. Going to be in time for the 2nd out of the inning. That does advance Woods over to 3rd base.
Nice play by Gallion.
Garrett Broadwater now stands in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. So here's a chance to re-grab the lead. The Knights trying to get out of this thing and keep it tied at 1.
Yeah, this is the guy you want to get right here. Big Mo in the game again.
The pitch. A called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 count, Garrett Broadwater.
Trouble with calling curveballs now is you got to keep it in front of the catcher. It gets by the catcher, you're down 2-1.
Lefty against lefty here.
Saw Carrollton scored their first run.
Yep. Here's the pitch.
Oh.
Down low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice curve, though. Hard to lay off of that one.
It looked pretty good.
Booth down the pitch. Fastball high. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Winner moving on to the regional semifinals on Tuesday at Harrison Central, 5 o'clock. Booth down the pitch. Plummy fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Nevin Woods, he's at 3rd base. And the pitch. Swung on it, fouled again. Fouls it back out of play, stays at 2-2.
Got a nice cut. I just can't say enough times how nice these hitters look for Carrollton. Their swings are just beautiful.
Yeah, Broadwater, he's got a couple home runs this year.
Does he really?
He does, yeah. And the 2-2. Check swing, did he? Yes, he'll ring him up. Delayed call, strike 3 called on the inside corner. That'll do it for the inning. Second strikeout thrown by Cooper Booth, and Warriors fail to score in the bottom of the 6th through 6 innings. West Holmes 1, Carrollton 1. This is District Championship Baseball on WKLM.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Savings throughout the store, including the top-rated line of Speed Queen laundry products. Plus, get kitchen package savings of over $2,000 from GE Cafe, or rebates up to $3,000 from KitchenAid. Building or remodeling? Package discounts are available, and Millersburg Electric will keep your appliance package in stock until you are ready for delivery. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit during the Spring into Summer event at Millersburg Electric on State Route 83 or 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
One apiece at the plate, going to be Holston Tenney, the 8-9-1 batters. Here's the pitch. Swinging a miss to the fastball, strike one. Shane Lawrence looking like he's going to be pitch hitting for Nate Spring in the 9 slot in the top of the order. Isaac Husted on the mound. 1-1 ball game in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Clear ball, swing and a miss. Makes it strike 2. 1 run on 4 hits today for West Olmsted. He left 6 runners on base. Houston has struck out 6. He walked about it. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner of the painted fastball. Strikeout number 7 thrown in the game by Houston. He has now thrown 78 pitches for the game, though, so he's really kept that pitch count down low despite throwing 24 pitches in that last inning. Shane Lawrence at the plate. It was his first at-bat today as he hits in the place of Nate Spring.
1 at bat all year, you said?
1 at bat on the season. He has scored a run. Not exactly sure how he got on board, but he has gotten
maybe a pinch runner.
Maybe a pinch runner. So see what he can do here, the sophomore.
Wouldn't it be something this kid did something, got a hit here?
Yes, it would.
You never forget it.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 count. Shane Lawrence. The line, the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-2 count. Houston, it seemed like he'd lost his command a little bit that last inning, but he's right back in there here in the 7th. And the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer towards second base. It'll be scooped up by Hahn. Throws the first. They're in time for the second out. Today's player of the game presented by Buckeye Deli in the Patio, where great food meets great times, from delicious pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. That's Buckeye Deli in the Patio in Nashville. 2 down, nobody aboard. Top of the 7th, tied up at 1 apiece. Now to the top of the order at the plate, Brock Gallion.
Well, now you got to think if you're Gallion, you got to get on base, steal second.
Yep.
And then hopefully Zollers can drive you in.
The pitch. Outside, going to be ball 1.
I know he threw him out last time he stole, but we're going to run again anyway. See what we can do. Got to steal a run here somewhere.
Something I got to do it. The pitch. It's going to be a high flying ball towards center field, but underneath is Broadwater. He will make the grab. That's out number 3. Knights go down in order now through 6.5. It's tied up between West Olmsted and Carrollton at 1 apiece. This is the district championship on WKLM.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
State Route 39 just east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085.
Bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1. The pitch will now be lined to left field, a base hit. On the swing by Jacob Whitmore on an 0-1 pitch. He hit the line drive single and the leadoff batter aboard for the Warriors. Cooper Booth remains on the mound, and for Carrollton with that hit, that'll be their 5th hit today.
Look who's up.
Beat up by Mr. Landon James. 0 for 2 with, of course, he had the towering fly ball to right field back in the 3rd. That was caught by Spring. He's walked 1 time. He struck out 1 time.
Probably not going to bunt him here, I wouldn't think. Might be stealing.
Go to first base, diving back safely to the bag, Jacob Whitmore. Tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. Carrollton just needs a run to win it. Knights trying to get the extra innings in this one. Booth throws to first base. Again, sliding safely to the bag is Whitmore. The Killbuck Savings Bank proudly supporting the local youth, and they hope you all knock it out of the park, celebrating 125 years of serving the community. That's the Killbuck Savings Bank. Booth the pitch. That's high. Make it ball 1. Booth down the pitch. Curveball just a bit low. Didn't miss by much, but ball 2.
This kid's swinging here. You can write that down from his heels.
Whitmore does have 13 stolen bases. High for ball, throw to first base by Yoder. And a close tag by Camacho, but he's back there. But now the count obviously in James's favor in Carrollton. 3-0 count.
Yeah, you got to look here. Try to get that guy to second, take a walk.
Booth down the pitch. That's high, ball 4. Walks him on 4 pitches. Now Warriors really have something brewing here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, a tie ball game at 1 apiece. First walk through to the game by Cooper Booth. Cooper Hahn now at the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And Knights need a desperate need of an out right here. You think a bunt situation right here? I'm sure that's what they're discussing.
If it's me, we're looking at a strike. All 4 of those pitches to the last batter were way outside.
Yep.
We'll see what we can do. Run the count to by looking at pitches, and then possibly if we get a strike, then probably bunt him over. Yeah, I guess so. You bunt him to third, bunt him home, you win the game.
Right. Yep.
Simple. Why doesn't everybody do it then, right?
Yeah, right. Indian Creek, by the way, they won their game 11-1 over Claymont. So Indian Creek is in that regional semifinal game. Winner will face Indian Creek on Tuesday. Discussion is over. First and second, nobody out. Booth. Now the pitch. That's a curveball high, ball 1.
Camacho wouldn't be eligible to pitch on Tuesday, would he, should the Knights pull this out?
Right, yeah.
2 days rest.
And the pitch. Outside, makes it ball 2, a 2-0 count. Booth trying to find that strike zone again. And the pitch. Swung on, being bounced toward short. Glove by Gallion. Over the second for the force. Over the first base, going to be in time for the double play.
Are you kidding me?
6-4-3, just what the doctor ordered if you're the Knights. Unbelievable.
Gosh.
And on a 2-0 pitch, too.
On a 2-0 pitch. What, 6 straight balls he'd thrown?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you don't swing at that, I guess, but the Knights will take it.
That's why you don't swing at that. Yeah, he went from probably walking, loading the bases to double play.
Wow. Here we go. Still one more out to get out of it, though, if you're West Holmes, and Hunter Allison stands in.
Watch for the wild pitch. Ball by the catcher. Stop everything.
The pitch. High. It's going to be ball 1.
Don't let it get by you.
Allison 1 for 3 with a double, but he's also struck out each of his last 2 trips to the plate. Runner at third, 2 down. And the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, and he went too far.
Sure did.
Strike 1.
They just need to ask you and I.
That's right.
Because we have a great look at it.
Yep.
Major leagues, they always call those strikes. They appeal in high school. It's always, no, he didn't go.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Here's the pitch. Check swing, that time he held it on a curveball.
Is that your call, the official call?
That's my official call, exactly.
You're right.
They agreed with you that time.
Yeah.
2-1 count.
Another big moment of the game right here.
Booth now the pitch. It's one shot foul off the end of his bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes down to Allison.
I don't know how this game's going to turn out. It's been that kind of year for West Holmes where they've just won games that they get ahead, they get behind, they get back ahead. It's been that kind of year.
Where you think all the odds are against them. And Wyatt Miller talked about that during the pregame show.
Exactly.
But they still find a way. But we shall see. Booth and Yoder could not get on the same page that time.
The shortstop turns a double play to a second baseman. It's hardly played any varsity all year. He makes the throw to first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, be a fly ball. Deep right field going after it. Is spring going to be over his head? That's going to do it. And a walk-off hit to right field by Hunter Allison, and the Warriors win it 2-1. 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning, but also 1 swing away from getting the win if your Warriors, and the Warriors come through with a huge hit by Hunter Allison. Well, it was a good one today, Bill. Obviously, it ends in disappointment for West Holmes, but it's been a terrific season, and took it down to the wire today, just came up a bit short.
Yep, sure did come on the wire. They truly played their hearts out, gave them everything they gave Carrollton everything they had, that's for sure.
Yes, they did.
It's a great game, really. I mean, you look, you got all the people wearing black to our left, all the people wearing red to our right, lots of people here. Good sportsmanship on both sides, good umpiring. What a great game.
Carrollton, their first district title since 1994. So they win it 2-1 over West Holmes today. We'll take a break and back with the post-game show next on WKLM.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Grill, chill, and save big all this week at Rody's IGA. Get bone-in pork loin chops for $2.98 a pound, 73% lean fresh ground beef for $3.68 a pound, and USDA choice boneless chuck roast for $5.98 a pound. They also have USDA-inspected country-style pork ribs for $2.09 a pound, delicious snow crab clusters for $9.98 a pound, field-ripened Athena cantaloupes, 2 for $7, 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, 2 for $5, red-ripe strawberries, 2 for $5, and classic whipped cream for $2.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for a crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
Number 5, Jefferson Yoder. Number 4, Logan Zollers. Number 2, Brock Gallion. Number 3, Cooper Booth. Number 20, Manny Camacho. Number 10, Colston Tenney. Number 8, Chris Williams. Number 7, Nate Sprague. Number 17, Keston McKinney. Number 9, Shane Lorenz. Number 13, Race Angle. Number 11, Remy Beachy. Number 15, Preston Troyer. Number 18, Quincy Camacho. Gannon Zollers. Bat boy, Gannon Zollers. Head coach Wyatt Delore.
Take your hat off, Wyatt.
Assistant coach Daryl Woods. Assistant coach Jordan Stutzman. Assistant coach Kiowa Looney. And assistant coach Jeff Wager. With the captains of the West Holmes Knights, please come forward to receive your district runner-up trophy.
So West Holmes will finish up as the district runner-up here in the Division 4. Of course, the post-game show brought to you by Pomerene Hospital. As far as the game is concerned, it was a scoreless game through the first 3 innings. Carrollton would score the first run of the game. That would be in the bottom of the 4th inning. And for them, it'd be after a wild pitch will allow Cooper Hahn the score. He had singled earlier in that inning. Then a wild pitch allowed him to score. A wild pitch before that allowed the runners to get the second and third. And then another wild pitch would get him in and give Carrollton a 1-0 lead through 4 innings. Nobody scored in the 5th. And then West Holmes do come through with the run in the top of the 6th inning. It would be Cooper Booth who came through in that inning with the RBI single to knock in Morgan Smith, who had gone on by an error earlier in that 6th. And they would tie the game up at 1 apiece through 6 innings. Then in the bottom of the 7th, it would be a leadoff single by Jacob Whitmore, followed by a walk. Then a big double play, turn on a 6-4-3 double play by shortstop Brock Gallion. Made it 2 outs with a runner at third base. The Knights on the 2-2 count to Hunter Allison were 1 pitch away from getting out of that thing and going to extra innings. But Allison came through with a huge RBI single and a deep fly ball to the right field fence that would knock in Whitmore for the walk-off win for the Warriors to send them to the district, to the regional semifinals for the first time since 1994. Carrollton wins it for 2-1 over West Holmes. Back with the final numbers after this from Pomerene Hospital.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
They win it 2-1 in walk-off fashion over West Holmes this afternoon. Carrollton had 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 11 runners left on base for them. It was for them offensively. Jacob Whitmore would finish up going 2 for 3 at the plate. He was also hit by a pitch. He scored a run for the Warriors offense. Cooper Hahn was 1 for 3. And walked 1 time, also scored a run. Hunter Allison was 2 for 4 with a double and also had a run batted in for the Warriors. For West Holmes, they had 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Cooper Booth had that key RBI single in the 6th inning. He was 1 for 3 at the plate with that run batted in for West Holmes. Also for the Knights today, it was Colston Tenney. Ended up going 1 for 3 at the plate for him offensively. Also, Manny Camacho was 1 for 3 at the plate as well. And also Chris Williams had a bunt single today. He was 1 for 3. On the mound, getting the win for Carrollton, that was junior righty Isaac Husted. He went all 7 innings, allowed 1 run. That was not earned, so no earned runs allowed for him. 4 hits allowed and struck out 7. He walked 1. Improved this record to 5-2 on the mound for the season. And for West Holmes on the mound, Manny Camacho went the first 4 1/3. He allowed 1 run. That was earned. 4 hits, struck out 8, walked 5, and hit a batter. Booth ends up getting the loss in relief. He pitched the final 2 1/3, allowed 1 run. That was earned. 2 hits allowed. He struck out 2, and he walked 1 as Booth drops his record to 3-2. Carrollton wins it to capture the district championship 2-1 in walk-off fashion over West Holmes. Back with a player of the game and then wrap it up after this from Pomerene Hospital.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Been that kind of year all year.
Carrollton wins it 2-1 over West Holmes in walk-off fashion. Matt Croy alongside Bill Pym for the broadcast for this afternoon. As you talked about, Bill, just a terrific ball game, went down to the wire, and Carrollton able to get that key hit there at the end to get the win.
Yeah, it just shows you how hard it is to advance in tournament baseball in high school. You know, got to have some things go your way. We talked maybe something was going to go West Holmes' way. Got that double play. Who'd have thought that? And then you know, the hitter went to deep right and got the winning hit. So Coach Meller, hats off to him, though. A fine year for sure. He's been there 4 years, and 2 of those years he's made it to the district finals. In 2022, they lost 2-1 also to New Philly then. But you know, you keep plugging away, and eventually you get there. Like Carrollton, would you say 31 years since they've been to the regional finals? It's hard to get there.
Definitely not easy. Of course, our Buckeye Deli player of the game will take a look at Cooper Booth. We'll get that. He's the one that got the Knights out of that bases loaded jam there when he came in relief of Camacho, and also had the RBI hit that tied the game up at that time. And Cooper Booth will be our Buckeye Deli player of the contest.
Yeah, very deserving of that. And so we're watching Carrollton get their awards right now. The coach ran out, so that always tells you something when they cheer loudly for the coach.
Yeah.
You know, it must be a good program, and all is well with the Carrollton baseball program for sure. But the Knights will be back. You know, I saw only see 3 seniors walk out there, you know.
Sure.
So all these kids are back, you know. It's just a matter you say, okay, this is a bad taste in my mouth right now, but what am I going to do about it? Am I willing to put the time in the batting cages, and, you know, play summer ball, and do all the things that are necessary? It doesn't happen by accident. You know, you got to put the effort in and the time in.
Yeah, this is the spring season, but really the work gets put into the offseason right now, starting with this loss here to get the good teams. They're putting that work in during the summer.
You know, you look, I was just thinking, you know, even the Wayne County League, the teams are at the top. You got the Norwaynes, the Waynedales, and the Hillsdales. They all have hitting facilities. They have buildings. Those kids hit year-round. Highland, Garaway, all those programs that are successful, they have the facilities. And then you also have to have, though, the kids that are willing to put the time in and be at those facilities. It's no accident that Waynedale and Highland are where they are.
Absolutely.
Triway's another one. They have their own
yep.
You know, gym and hitting facility there.
Taking that extra step all the way around.
For sure.
Bill, appreciate your time all season long.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Thanks so much for having me.
We still might use you some more next week, but thanks anyway.
I'm here if you need me.
That sounds good to me. All right, reminder also, tomorrow we're going to have regional championship softball from Ohio University Garaway against Portsmouth West. We'll be on YouTube for that, also on the radio, and also the internet all the way around tomorrow. And it'll be airtime 4:30, game time 5 o'clock for the regional championship softball contest tomorrow from OU. West Holmes will end their season with a record of 14-11, snapping a 3-game winning streak. Carrollton, again, their first district title since 1994. They go to 20-5. They'll take on Indian Creek, as Indian Creek won over Claymont 11-1 today. They'll take on Indian Creek in the regional semifinals Tuesday at Harrison Central at 5 o'clock. That'll wrap things up for us. Do want to thank our video live stream partners, Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon producing today's live stream coverage, and Owen Garabrant worked the cameras. So we do appreciate their help in providing the live stream coverage for you throughout the season and today. And also thanks to Michael Hammond back at the studio. The post-game show brought to you by Pomerene High School. In the final score in Division IV District Championship Baseball from Strasburg, it is Carrollton defeating West Holmes in walk-off fashion 2-1 to move on to next Tuesday's regional semifinals. So long, everybody.
Thank you for watching high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.